Mhm. So I can write some more, another 4, 5 we can write. But why we take to spiritual life? Different devotees have different reason for starting spiritual life. Why do they start taking the spiritual life? Isn't it? You have to check out of this which ones. Some are less noble reasons. Some are more noble reasons. Like somebody says, I like prasad, therefore I come. So it's good to start like that, but you can't remain like that. You know, then you're like Annamaya Kosh, we say, na? You remain. No, you don't take initiative. Don't take trouble. Mm. So one has to progress from that. Dhruv Maharaj went to forest with some material desire. But then there is a very practical proof that his material desires got dissolved. He got elevation. Because he said, Katam Vichinman Abhidibhi Ratnam, Swamin Kritarposmi, Varam Nayache, correct? No? He says that. So, therefore, there can be some material motivations in the beginning, but you can't just hold on to them. And if you hold on to them, just like if you hold a brick in the hand, keep like this. Initially, it's very easy to hold. After 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what happens? It appears like the weight of the brick is not increasing, weight is same only, but it becomes like as if the burden is increasing. It becomes like double, triple weight it becomes. Difficult to hold it after that. So material desires, that's why it is said one should not maintain material desires, it is said. And maintaining material desire is one of the causes of getting boredom in spiritual life. are getting difficulty in spiritual life. That's one of the reasons. Okay, now one more slide we will write now. Yeah. Why we lose motivation over time. One is about taking initiative in the beginning. Now we are talking about after taking initiative, why gradually over time we experience dryness. So quickly read it, one of you take the mic.
Maintaining material desires like attachment to opposite sex, cinema watching, excessive absorption in screen time of mundane content, etc. Second, offending devotees or quarreling with devotees while engaging in services. Third, breaking four regulative principles secretly thinking nobody will know. Fourth, slacking in Hare Krishna Jap by not chanting with devotees but making casual attempt to complete it here or there. Fifth, not going deep in Krishna conscious philosophy and remaining a superficial devotee. Sixth, talking about worldly successes, worldly news, even with devotees, and holding material successes in high esteem. Seventh, doing drama of being a devotee externally just to please superiors while maintaining one's dark side hidden and indulging in erratic activities. Eighth, adamantly sticking to old bad habits, refusing to understand their danger and unwilling to give them up. Ninth, taking Vaishnavas lightly and casually and thinking them to be ordinary and taking materialistic heroes to be extraordinary achievers and money makers. 10th, dragging along in spiritual life because prasad accommodation and academic support is valuable in voice and at the same time not making efforts to advance in spiritual life.
Agree? Isn't it? So somebody may wonder why I'm not, feeling such enthusiasm, motivation, spiritual life. There are so many reasons. You can see that, isn't it? Hmm. So, as I said in the previous slide here, you know, fourth point, you see, understanding of miserable nature of material existence and desire to get it. Therefore, I sang the song, Dukher Sagare, correct? Huh? Uh, If somebody is not sufficiently aware of how dangerous the material world is, that means he is Lapanga Booth. He has to get some more law to understand the seriousness of, you know, how dangerous the material existence is. I will show you. And these people are like what? I will show you. These people are like this. See, this monkey is caught in a crocodile's mouth, and still this fellow is taking something and eating. See, just now the crocodile got up in the morning. Now he's little lazy to eat him immediately. Just he has captured and kept now. And this fellow is very fondly taking different things and eating, not understanding his situation. Our situation is like this only. Correct, na? Isn't it? We are in the depth, in the trap of, Maya's grip. And they are thinking, sab kuch theek hai, kuch problem nahi hai. Already our half the body inside crocodile of death's body, and then we are putting what is it, better prospects and this and that, this probably thinking like. Uh, so not understanding the situation of our miserable material existence. When you are young, it's very difficult to realize it, unless your body gets a little old and gives you some trouble. Till then, it's difficult to understand. Similarly, another very important thing in this 10 items is affection and respect for a great Vaishnava devotee, whose words we trust. So, if some people had great affection for Prabhupada, then there are others who had a great respect for Prabhupada, like Hanuman Prasad Poddar. He had great respect. He said, Swamiji, the Bhagavatam that you have commented is so pure. I am happy to sponsor your first 4-volume printing. And then he had one follower, and he told that follower that, see, I am already bedridden, anytime I will leave the body. But you go and take initiation from this Swamiji. Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He is a great soul, pure devotee. Either Hanuman Prasad Poddar told. And then that personality is who? It's one of Radha Govind Maharaj. He took initiation from him. So, he had deep respect, therefore he is sponsored also, correct now? And he is a man who is behind Gita Press. All the Gita Press books published by Hanuman Prasad Poddar, Gita Press people. So he had respect. So when you respect somebody for their bhakti, for the knowledge, for the dedication, then you will take their words also very seriously. Correct, no? Kintu adarat anudinam kalisaiva jushta swadvikramat bhavati tadgata mulahantri. Upadeshamrit says adarat. Huh? Similarly, another verse in Bhagavatam. Sannikarsho atra matrena anadarana karanam. Narada says this. Sannikarsho atra matrena means if somebody is easily available in midst of you, anadarana karanam. What do you do? Another. That's called as adhiparichyat avajnat. Isn't it? Like sometimes brahmacharis, they are just so easily available to you in the same center. They may be coming and staying, and you think, hey, what is so great about it? And there are other people who are living in remote places, they don't have a single devotee coming to their center. And they're only hearing recordings. In my YouTube, many boys write, saying that, Prabhuji, I'm just hearing your lectures, we don't have any brahmachari coming here. No devotee is visiting our center. We are 5-6 of us on our own, we are running the show. And once in a blue moon, I sent some junior devotee there, very young devotee, even yellow brigade, or white. And they go there, those boys have tears in their eyes. Prabhuji, thank you. आपने हमारे voice को पावन कर दिया. Some young devotee came and told, Prabhuji, he is treating us like Maharaj. On the other hand, we have so many saffron devotees easily coming, going, kya badi baat hai? We take them very casually, correct, no? So, again, taking them very casually, then we don't gain much benefit from their association. Yeah. It's like, there's a saying, don't throw pearls to swine. It is said, no? If you throw a pearls to a pig, what pig will do? It will smell and say, this is not what I want. I want only stool. Correct. You can't understand the value, you see. So, if we cannot value and benefit from the association, then, some places, already there is a wonderful devotee going there, preaching and bringing the people everything. And some people come and ask, can you connect us to some senior devotee than this devotee? So that, we can take some guidance. Then he said, what about this devotee who's coming here? It's already a wonderful devotee. He's coming here and offering guidance. And if you are connected to a senior man, he won't be available always. This person is available to you. So we tend to take very lightly. This is very important point because, see, the whole 10 offenses against the holy name are only two things. Either neglect or offense. In Sanskrit there are two words. Na bhajanti, avajananti. Sthana brashtaha patanti adaha, it is said. From the spiritual platform, we fall to material platform. How? Sthanat brashtaha patanti. How? Two things only. Na bhajanti, avajan. You don't sufficiently adore them in your heart and you disrespect them. Like Indra ignored his guru entering the palace. Or he, neglectfully gave the garland given to him by Durvasa to his elephant. So these are all, offenses, you see, because of taking very lightly, casually. So there are motivations for taking the spiritual life. After taking the spiritual life, then we lose the motivation over time when we experience dryness because we are doing many mistakes. So we have to repair these mistakes. Then we can revive the motivation again. So I had written about external motivators. So nowadays everybody goes to social media and they want to post something and watch how many people say likes to me. See, this boy is imagining himself to be like a Superman, isn't it? Watching in the mirror. Or somebody has a liking for some cinema actor, and then when he looks at himself in the mirror, he thinks, I look like that actor. It's just a imagination, correct, no? So the people give different poses. Now I am standing near an elephant, they'll take one photo and put it in their Facebook. Isn't it? Now I am standing near some mandapam, take one photo. So that means all people are becoming what centered? Self-centered, yeah. I-centered. Material body centered. So that sense of obsession over how I speak, how I look like, how Like, I was giving a class in Jaydev Prabhu's house in Pune. There were 120 people sitting, almost 1.5 hours class we had. At the end, I asked any questions. So one boy raised hand and said, Swamiji, this is my first visit to your program, but I want to know what is the skill? How did you cultivate the skill of keeping these 120 people rapt in attention without making sound? They heard your lecture. I want to learn that skill, you said. I said, okay, what did you hear in my lecture today? He said, I was just looking around and observing how they are behaving with you in the lecture. I think I should start coming to this lecture regularly because I also want to learn public speaking. His whole attention was only on that one thing. You can see. So people are too much paying attention to how I do things, how others are doing. It's becoming an obsession, material obsession. Foolishness it is. Actually, when we become devotees, we are not so much concerned about making ourselves a hero. We want to make who hero? Krishna hero. Correct, no? Actually, there are so many people told me to do so many drama for the social media. I refused. They said, Prabhu, we will first make you famous. And then you see, Prabhu, you will get 1 million, 2 million after that. So they were trying to tell me, do this, do that, write a script and see and read it. It should be rhythmic, make it like that and you see and read it and everything. I said, see, why are you don't try to make me popular. That's not the goal. You have to make Krishna popular. So when you are giving actually not only that, like there was one famous speaker, I don't want to mention his name, famous speaker, many Vaishya people used to be attracted to him. He gives Hindi Katha even now also. Recently he started giving Diksha also. He's a second generation. His guru has not allowed him to give Diksha, but he's giving Mala and giving names also to people now. He's become independent now. Maybe he has 300k, 400k followers, maybe there probably. So what I'm saying is, it's very dangerous because wherever he goes, people promote his video, photo and everything so much, but they don't say one word about Prabhupada. No word about ISKCON, no word about Prabhupada. We should actually put Prabhupada in the front, ISKCON in the front. We should put Prabhupada's books in the front. I don't sign in my books also. I say I will sign only in Prabhupada's books only. Purchase your book. Okay, keep it if you want. Why? Because Prabhupada is our Acharya, we should promote him. And by putting Prabhupada in the front, he's a pure devotee. We cannot speak like him. We can only speak a small fraction of his speech. So, if you make Prabhupada popular, his books popular, Krishna, Radha Krishna and Gaurnitai, make them popular, and you remain behind like a salt, correct, no? Then you will not bother too much about your body, your looks and everything. Otherwise, like we are sending our boys for giving DYS, some boys become very bodily conscious, They think how I stand, how I move my hand and everything, You don't have to worry too much about it. Worry about the content. Little bit you can learn public speaking, it's all right, but don't become too obsessed with it. We are not like motivational talkers. Motivational talkers have to worry about all that, how to entertain the audience. We are not here to entertain the audience. We are here to give them the truth. Of course, you can give the truth very nicely as possible. But if I am going to be obsessed with body, can you think of Krishna? Because Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness and sense gratification go. That's the reason why these external motivators take our attention away from Krishna. Then you have to speak something which will be pleasing to your customers. Correct? Na? And you can't tell anything directly. Like in my Instagram, I'm putting direct truths. There are some people become angry with me and then they challenge me, asking about material attachment and everything. I said, your question, challenging question, I am so happy with it. That's the purpose of which I am putting. Correct, na? When you put a quote, then he asks a question, I answer, then another question, I answer. And all the readers say, Sabash, very good, now we have understood what the point is. That's the purpose of it. It's a hook only. But Prabhupada used to say, Prabhupada used to say, we never came from monkeys. Maybe Darwin's grandfather was a monkey. We come from Brahma, Prabhupada says. Immediately some scientists became angry and started arguing. Prabhupada said, this is the purpose of my saying that. Because you come into argument, otherwise you don't talk only. You keep mum as if everything is all right. So put a hook, then people ask questions, then answer. So we have to make Krishna popular. Say rewards, prizes, fame, opportunities to exhibit your prowess. These things also increase our bodily consciousness. Actually, we all feel that these things are going to be with us forever, correct? No? These are all only in our lifespan is like a flash of time in the eternity, correct or not? In that one flash of time, you are getting these gifts. You are given the gifts and taken away, that's all. Yeah, yeah. So promotions, distinctions, all these things cause pride also. Yeah. I was telling once recently in one of our centers that when any boy get placed in cognizant, persistent and all those things, they put his photo and they put the job, which company he got, so that the first year boys will be very inspired. But sometimes too much advertising these things can lead to the new boys also becoming very bodily conscious. They don't understand that we are spiritualists. If you too much promote these things, I don't say you shouldn't say it. You can say that, see, these are all Krishna's devotees, but they are also very good in material success. You can say that. But if you are going to overly promote it, and the result will be what? The boys will think that this voice is existing only for becoming material success, that's all. Similarly, if somebody is increasing rounds, announce about it. Somebody has, shown some extraordinary sacrifices, announce about it. So, glorify the Vaishnava qualities. We have a, glorification notice board, correct now? So, overly promoting material consciousness will increase our bodily consciousness, and spiritual life will go to a back seat. And there are people who are emotionally down. They feel the last one. Oh, so hopefully somebody will encourage me and take care of my getting up, take care of my japa, my study. Some boys are like they hang on the shoulder of mentor and other people. They say, Prabhuji, you inspire me to complete my rounds. Prabhuji, inspire me to get up in the morning. Prabhuji, I'm not studying at all last 3 weeks. Please make me study. Make me study. You are supposed to study. How can I make you study? No, Prabhuji, my mind is very lazy. Please motivate me to study. These are very dangerous people, because they are emotionally so much down. They think somebody tells them I am all right, correct, no? So this is another type of people. So there are two types of people in external motivators. One is passionate people and ignorant people. Correct? No? People in ignorance, they actually depend too much on others. They are not self-reliant. Overly depend on other people. See here, this girl got some big 1,000 or 2,000 likes or something, and see the other girl how she is watching. Then here you see she quarreling. See, external motivators can attract. Yeah, enemies envy. Also they fade away with time, isn't it? See why complacency comes? Because with some material success you think you are all right. Everything is wonderful, you think. And actually when external motivators become all important even amongst devotees, then offenses can fly back and forth and they can block progress. Because material calculation is a very dangerous thing. I have always seen, even in ISKCON movement, when money comes, there are quarrels between devotees. When name, fame comes, who did what, credit comes, there is quarrel. Like when Amrit came, there was quarrel, correct, no? So, therefore the external motivators, see for example, if you are sitting and chanting extra rounds on Ekadashi day, somebody else can also chant extra rounds. Is there a competition? You chant your mala, japamala, and he will take his beadbag and chant. Correct, no? On Ekadashi day, one of you desire that you want to sing some Vaishnava songs in front of deity. Is there any problem? Will them to become envious of you? You are singing, I am not singing. No. They will give you blessing, go and sing, no problem. Nobody will compete with you. The competition is only for what? External motivators. You will see that. There are two roads in this world. One road is Pujala Pratishtha. That is a heavy traffic road. Bang, 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 everybody is putting horn. All vehicles, scooters, cars, buses, lorries, trucks, everything is going. And scooters are going like this. They are trying to go ahead. and there is a traffic jam there. And the other road is called Dasanadas Road. Big arch is put, Das. And Daso Bhavitasmi Boyaha. And there, very thin population is going. Somebody is driving a bicycle and going there. And you wonder, no one is seen here. That's so that's why I always tell this, You go to kitchen and say, Prabhuji, can I cut some sabji? What will they say? Welcome, Prabhuji, correct? Prabhuji, can I clean the voice little bit? I think papers are all littered here. Prabhuji, don't ask permission. Daily also you can do. Correct? For entering service, you are most. But the competition is for the external motivators. Big competition. Yeah. See, these top 10 bestseller authors, first book they published, it went in millions. Second book they published, many of them got only thousands of copies going. 5 of them committed suicide out of 10. Can you imagine? Huh? Because they got frustrated, because they wanted to repeat success. They couldn't repeat. So I've sent this PPT to all of you. Got it? Who all got it? Okay, everybody got it. Very good. So one should clearly know what is external motivator, what is internal motivator. See, internal motivator, Lord Chaitanya, obviously ecstatic, you see. If we can feel some joy in spiritual activities, we can write a reflection journal. What are some of the spiritual activities that I experience some joy? At every level, at the bodily and sensual level, we appreciate prasad. At the mental level, we like the tunes of the Hare Krishna Kirtan many times. Like when I first heard this, Vrindavan Willows, straight 8 hours I heard continuously. Morning, first time I played 10 o'clock, I was wondering, my Lord, where is this coming from? I felt as if it has come directly from Goloka to Buloka. I continuously heard till, particularly evening, almost 7 o'clock, I went on hearing continuously. So, similarly, at the intellectual level, sometimes when reading the philosophy from Prabhupada books and then understanding from various angles, it's very enjoyable, very relishable, very deeply satisfying. The truth comes out from the books. The more you understand, the more you relish it. And then adding to that, there are commentaries of acharyas to get a deeper understanding. Right now. And then at the egoistic level, ego wants some identification. Correct, no? Earlier we were identifying with the outside world. But once you identify with the devotee world, you feel very secure and safe because you have a powerful acharya like Srila Prabhupada and a big organization and so many devotees to support you. Yes, sometimes people are introverted in the outside world, they had no friends. But after coming into the devotee world, the introvert person becomes extrovert. Parents are wondering, my son never was like this. How after coming to ISKCON, he has become so open and he's singing, dancing and he's speaking very confidently. So you feel sheltered. So in this way, and then at the level of soul, the one feels kind of your viral fever is over now. You're getting out of the feverish material existence. So at every level, feeling a strong sense of belonging, that's called connection. To whom? First we can feel to the immediate mentor who brought us to Krishna consciousness. Then we can feel connection to many superiors, Srila Prabhupada, and a spiritual master. Then we feel a connection to ISKCON. We feel connection to deities also. Oh, I belong to this temple, these deities are the favorite. So all of us are serving in some place where the local deities, repeatedly we see the Lord in that form, serve the Lord, and then we develop attachment. And then when we get realization by reading Prabhupada books and practicing it, then the connection becomes very easy. Sense of belonging is very easy. Like a mother, she is daily bathing the child, dressing the child, putting powder and everything, decorating the child, and sending the child to school. She is watching the child daily and processing the body of the child by bathing, dressing and everything. And then the child enters into her mind. Even in the absence of the child, she can remember the child. Like that, if you study the Shastra, regularly you are processing Shastra, regularly you are dealing with the deities, then they enter into your mind also. No? Yeah. Great souls have realized Tattvadarshanaha, Param Drishtva. So, when we have respect for great souls, then we also, that's a great motivator for us. The great souls are confident and jolly because they have realized. We will also realize as time goes. Huh? How can we get the realization? So, you need conviction. So, conviction or determination is a Dhrida Shraddha. One question some of you may have, our faith sometimes goes up, sometimes comes down. Again it goes up. Is it always wavy? Huh? I also had this question some years ago. Then I found out that up to Nishtha it can be wavy. But after Nishtha the faith is very sturdy. Huh? It's like a thick tree branch, like a stem of a tree. You cannot even shake the tree. What to speak of, uprooting the tree. Nobody can disturb your Shraddha after Nishtha. Nishtha, Anvardhan, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prema. But till Nishtha, the faith can little bit be wavering. Fixity on the goal of attaining the spiritual world. You see, there are two type of crackers. One cracker is called, Anahar we call it right now. It's like this. That's all. Another one is the 10,000 wala, you know that? Long strip. You put that top, continuous. Goes on and on. You used to wonder, how long will it go? Last half an hour it's going on. You've seen that? Sour Bhakti should be like that, that pataka, which is 10,000 wala, or it should be like anar. 10,000 wala. So not only you have to get started, it has to keep going continuously. Huh? That is actually, if you have fixity on the goal. The end goal is very clear in your eyes. I have to just go straight back home, back to Godhead. Then one will be able to go on and on and on and on. Somebody was asking today, how do we go on and on? Because if the goal is clear, why will you not go on and on? Huh? Because any other goal is a subordinate goal, mundane goal, perishable goal. Huh? It's not an everlasting goal. The everlasting goal is attaining spiritual world. Correct, no? And then gratitude for all the spiritual gifts we have received. Krishna has come as a holy name. Krishna has come as holy Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri. Has come as a holy Divyadesams, 108 Divyadesams. Plus all the ISKCON temples are also the holy places. Correct, no? It's come as a holy books. Come as the holy name, holy prasadam. It's come as the holy devotees. It's come as the holy acharyas like Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur and all of them. It's come in multiple holy forms, enveloping us practically. So if you are not grateful for all these things, therefore it is said, if you are not grateful, you are a great fool. Huh? It is said. So having gratitude for all this. Huh? And then when we feel relationship with spiritual items like the deity, like the Shastra, or devotees, then we feel that, the realization becomes more easy for us with all these things. Yeah. See, these are all distractors. See, mother and daughter went to the park, and the mother thought, I will give my daughter some quality time so we can discuss about the family. But see what both are doing there. Mother is sitting with her smartphone and daughter is sitting with her smartphone. Both are, what is the use of going to the park? Correct, no? This is what is happening nowadays. It's a big distractor to everything. So, all of us are going to face distraction. Look at the fellow below. He has withdrawn himself. He says, keep all the things on my table, I will look at them post-lunch. Till lunch I have another important work I am doing. So we should learn to keep everything in bay like this fellow. Keep it all away. Tell them not now. But sometimes we see some updates are coming, the notification is coming, you think that, I'll just see what it is. And then you go to see it, you get lost. Correct, huh? And that one small loophole has dragged you into 2-3 hours of useless absorption. Correct? Yeah. There are distractions. Lack of faith is a very big distractor. Because if you have lack of faith in God or acharyas or shastric information, if you have some lingering doubts in your mind, that is going to be a very big distractor because of not having that ultimate goal, you are not anchored to that ultimate goal. Therefore, definitely you will have some other goal. Huh? Because everybody has some goal around which they are orbiting. Huh? Why is it that a boy comes to our classes but he is not able to increase his rounds or is not able to regularly come? Because he has some other goal in mind, some other mundane material goal in mind. You will actually revolve around that about which you have faith. Huh? Like there are boys who are determined to go to America at any cost and take up some education and take a job there, take a green card and settle there. Correct or not? And their mind is revolving around what? America. They're doing America, 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 America. And they are revolving. Like in those days, they had this advertisement for Britannica biscuit, Britannica, Britannica, Britannica. Like America, America. Similarly, somebody has suddenly become attracted to some girl in the college. Then he's constantly dreaming about her, revolving around her. Correct, no? Or somebody got a appointment order for joining a job after 1 month. And daily he will see the appointment order. Hey, my name is there. And he will also, daily he will see the salary package. How many times has already seen it? He feels, I want to put a frame and keep it on the wall. Company has given me appointment order and my name. See, my name is there. My name, my salary package. And what they have written. Daily he will read as if it's like a Bhagavad Gita or Bible or something. So that is his material absorption, isn't it? So that means everybody has faith in something around which they are revolving around which. Everybody is revolving around something. Another thing is overthinking about future. Oh, this overthinking is a great problem. Actually, overthinking means unnecessary thinking. Like, for example, you heard about the story. One man was telling that, I have a lot of pots, I will sell these pots, I'll become a big zamindar, and then I will marry a beautiful girl, and if she doesn't listen to me, I will take a stick and beat her. So when he beat her, what happened? All the pots got broken. Then he woke up and understood, my Lord, neither am I a big man, and nor did I marry till now. So he was just daydreaming, correct? Overthinking about the future. Not depending on superiors for guidance. This we will see tomorrow. We have one topic on whimsical behavior or acting independent. Yeah. How to feel and experience spiritual connection. So I have given many things here. Here is actually the secret of feeling a very strong spiritual connection. So each of it I have explained in the subsequent slides. The following slides I have explained there. Yeah. Please read that, one of you.
Japa is not a ritual to finish, it is a heartfelt conversation with the Lord. When chanted with Sharanagati, surrender and adoration, it becomes inoffensive and purifying. A cleansed heart becomes a mirror where Krishna's pastime naturally reflects.
Yeah. So I have one lecture I will just show you. If you get time, you can hear that. It is called Cleansing Mind. I'll just show you. There are 2 parts to it. Very important lecture. Dearest Prabhu, you had given the heading cleansing, not cleaning or cleansing. It was how to make the heart holy in that lecture. Yeah, I had given in Detroit, I had given in Farmington Hills, America. Is it cleaning only? Okay, let us say cleaning heart. This is the one, yeah. Cleaning the heart to awaken love for Krishna. This is part 1 and part 2, very important. So, cleaning the heart. So, these 2 lectures, they are touching about everything, about japa, about morning program, and about, Bhagavatam, so I will just show you one table. I made one notes based on which I spoke this. I will show you the notes, you can see. It's cleaning the heart. If you write cleaning the heart, it comes. See, here I have made one. See, what does the holy heart mean? Not just externally clean, but internally pure, free from anarthas like pride, envy, duplicity. Okay, we will read this one, this unholy heart, and this is very important. 2 of you read it.
Unholy versus holy heart. Self-diagnosis. Unholy heart finds faults in others.
Holy heart, you read it.
Sees own faults and prays for others. Grateful for correction. Attached to Krishna.
No. He will read one and then you will read the other side. Yeah.
Second, reacts with pride when corrected.
Grateful for correction.
Attached to position or seva.
Attached to Krishna regardless of position.
Busy in service but no inner prayer life.
Service flows from inner connection.
Feels dry in chanting.
Feels prayerful, dependent, fulfilled.
PDF. isn't it? Prayerful, dependent and fulfilled, isn't it? So, see the 4th one, the previous one, busy in service but no inner prayer life. So many of our boys are going to hostels to call the boys, they conduct DYS, they conduct Sankalp camp and all that, and then they try to bring them. So ask yourself, what impels you to go and do this service? Is it coming from inside, or you think that we are supposed to go, I am told to go, so I am going? So, ideally speaking, service flows from inner connection. Inner connection is with Antaranga Shakti. Today morning I was telling inside out. You remember that? It's not outside in, it is inside out. So inside you are inspired that actually in Guru Parampara I've got this knowledge, I want to give it to others. So you are able to see the difference, all of you? This one? Unholy heart and the holy heart, you can see the difference. So this whole notes I have covered in that. About everything. About serving with bhava, not ego, sadhu sangha with open heart, personal prayer and honest crying before the Lord. You will find it. I think you should be able to find it in this thing also, I think. Let us see whether you are able to find it. I think you're getting it. This is the one, correct, na? Cleaning the heart. And if you want the notes, if you click it, you'll get the notes also. See, notes put up here. Okay? Okay. That will give you more information about cleaning the heart. About not only japa, how to hear Bhagavatam, everything is explained in detail there, okay? Yeah. So, one of the things that I have observed in Prabhupada's disciples is Prabhupada has emphasized the philosophy very similar to Lord Chaitanya giving Shikshashtakam. Shikshashtakam says, Hainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, Patama Vishame Bhavam Buddha. Oh, my dear Lord, I am a returned servant, I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death, please pick me up. This mood Prabhupada has instilled in the heart of every disciple. So they all are feeling that actually I am Krishna's servant, I have to go back to him. I am rendering service to please Prabhupada, please Krishna. This is the consciousness he has handed over. On the other hand, nowadays many preachers, they talk everything other than this one. There are many things people talk about. दुनिया में ये चल रहा है, वो चल रहा है, सबके बारे में कौन मानने का? You just talk about, and therefore I was asking the question in the morning, why people are not so serious in spiritual life? Because we are not talking the most serious spiritual matter to them. Huh? Many a time the talks are all about everything, what's going on. Huh? Even those who approach the Shastra, they approach in a scholarly way nowadays. Many of them. They may be reading many commentaries of many acharyas and everything, and they may approach in a little. And some other people are learning Sanskrit also nowadays in order to have a command over shlokas and everything, sandhi, vichhed, how do you do, and all those things there, samas and all those things they are seeing. So, one is getting distracted by scholarship. Another thing is, doing spiritual life in a ritualistic fashion. Correct, huh? Okay, today's rounds are over. Today Bhagavatam class is over, that's all. Not bringing our heart to hear it. Huh? Or, even though we are ISKCON, many of the things that Prabhupada insisted are not happening nowadays. Like, for example, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam daily hearing, and also the Harinam Sankirtan, and also, prasadam distribution, book distribution. Many times this emphasis becomes shrunk. So that means the Acharya's vision and mission that he gave, it goes to the side. And that is the reason why we are finding nowadays, the vigor is not like the old days in Prabhupada's times. Although we may have a big number of followers, people. Yeah. Okay, regarding this I have given further. See here, reading with contemplation plus application. See this fellow, how is he thinking? What are you working on? How are you doing it? What was easy? What was difficult to do? What did I learn? How will you use it in the future? So here is I thinking many questions. So, like you collect the information first and then reflect over it. Then learn more and then you experiment it. Again collect more for reflective practice. So in this way, our study of Shastra is not just knowledge. Today morning Prabhuji was telling also, Jivanand Prabhu, unless you explain the knowledge, it's not going to be understandable to you. When you explain, people will ask you questions. Let me give you an example. One boy was telling in a class, see, sattvic happiness means it's painful in the beginning and eventually you will get happiness. And rajasic pleasures means you will get happiness in the beginning and then you will get pain later. So somebody was attending the lecture and they said, Prabhuji, if it is painful in the beginning only, why to do sattvic? Better do rajasic because we get pleasure in the beginning. Yeah. This fellow said, yeah, good idea. Yeah. He said, at the same time, I don't know, my senior told that we should choose sattvic only. But then other boys also joined, started saying, but Prabhuji, you are saying in the beginning only it is suffering. And why to do that? Rajasic anyway gives instant pleasure. Now we don't have much time also. So instantly it gives pleasure. Why not accept it? And this fellow couldn't answer because he had knowledge, but he had no understanding. Realization is a faraway thing. He had no understanding of it. Understanding is what? You should actually say that, Prabhu, although sattvika pleasure is little painful in the beginning, eventually it gives pleasure. Let me give you an example. Now, night, when you sleep early, morning you get up early, even if it is a winter season, getting up from the bed, is a little painful thing. But if you got up at 4 o'clock, your college is at 9 o'clock, you get abundant time, both for spiritual life and for your academic life. On the other hand, imagine you got up at 9 o'clock, you are jolly that you slept long time, but then you lost your entire morning. Correct or not? If you explain like that, then the boys will understand. So, in the same, another thing, Rajasic pleasure gives you little pleasure, but a long layer of suffering. So, and for example, you eat junk food, and the result is what? It goes and gets blocked in the belly, it doesn't come out. One struggles to remove it. So, our Chanjanpur wrote on one article, he said, when you eat waste, it shows up in the waste. Very short. Waste food, junk food, if you eat, it shows up in the waste. Your body is growing in all 4 directions. Without any control, correct? No? So you can see that when pleasurable things you do, they cause, like drinking may be pleasurable, but eventually you suffer. You have to be able to explain it with examples. Then the boys will understand. Realization is even more advanced. You will see that next one. See here. Each of point is explained here. So remember means what? Recalling what you learned in the class without seeing the notebook. One should be able to recall. Then understand means making sense of what you have learned. That is very, very important. You have to be able to explain it, what I heard in the class. See, those of you who understand very well, after the class, if I ask you some question, you can even, without touching the notebook, you will be able to answer. That means it has entered into your head. Sometimes I finish a class and ask, what are your takeaway points? Then boys immediately open the notebook. Let me see. So I will used to tell them, your notebook will go back to Godhead. You, correct? No? You have to go back, what you have to do? Recollect from memory. Right. The third one is most important. What is it? Yeah. See, practice. Calculate, implement, operate, use, illustrate in your life. How do you implement it? You may know a mountain of information, but you should at least apply a mustard seed. Yeah. You see? And then breaking the concepts into parts and understand how each part is related to one another. It's analyze, compare, contrast. Like you can compare the austerity of Dhruva and Hiranyakashipu, Saubari Muni. You can write down who all did austerity in the Bhagavatam. And you can compare also. You can compare the relationship of Drona Drupada versus Krishna Sudama because both studied in. No. Both of them went to the Gurukul days. And both of them were thick friends in their own Gurukula. Correct, no? Drona Drupada were thick friends, Krishna were thick friends. And then in both the cases, one of the two became king. The other two was a poor Brahman. So these are all similarities. What are the differences? In the case of Krishna Sudama, the love for each other remained even after many, many years. Whereas in Dronadupada's case, it became bitter. The relationship became bitter, correct? No? In Krishna Sudama relationship, both the people had selfless love. Whereas these two guys both became selfish. Who? Drona and Drupada. So you can compare like this, compare, contrast, correct? No? And then evaluate, make judgments based on a set of guidelines. Like able to assess a situation, and be able to comment by evaluating. For example, one lady came to the temple and then said, what is this? You people are saying you are all monks, but you are going in costly cars and you are using laptops and everything. And you are, having a big TV screen in your temple. In the conference room I saw, it seems your people are all watching movies and going in flashy cars and using costly computers. So now you have to answer her. She's a staff reporter. She has seen all these things in the ISKCON temple. So she thinks we are leading a luxurious life. So what principle we have to emphasize while talking to her? Yukta Vairagya. That's the whole point. Evaluate means assess the situation and then you should be able to give, it's like a Vedic observer, correct, no? Able to give. And finally, you see, create, invent, develop, design, compose, generate, and you can make your own articles or books. And then based on the Guru Parampara knowledge, the meaning can be same and the goal can be same, but you present it according to Desh Kalpatra, correct, no? Like I am preparing now and sharing with all of you different things. Actually, when we can prepare it, first you read, understand, analyze. You've been doing for a few years, then we can do that. Read it, one of you.
Knowledge
Do it as homework if you have not read. 18.38. If you read that, you will get understanding of how the passionate pleasures are, nectar in the beginning and poison forever after that. Hmm. Not listening now. But although he's very respectful. So he's ritualistically respectful. Okay, give him a seat, give the sage a seat, give him some fruits to eat, give him an elevated chair, and he sat down. It is all very good. So this is actually called as Niyamagraha. Niyamagraha means you externally follow the rules, but not for spiritual advancement. Correct, no? So accepting the rules. Niyama agraha means accept the rules, but not for spiritual advancement. Like sometimes you go to somebody's house. A rich man called me to his house for one Bhagavatam class. I went to his house, and all the while he was running inside, running outside, doing this, doing that. I said, आप आकर बैठिए, बाद में सब कर सकते हैं. He said, नहीं आयोजन करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है. The purpose of organizing program in his house is defeated because unless you hear, you don't go. Correct, no? Some people are very much, what do you call it, attentive to the rituals. In Pune, one Gujarati group, they were bringing one Swamiji for giving lecture. They invited me. He's going to give saptah. So if you can give 20 minutes talk in the beginning, it will be nice, they were saying. I said, okay, I'll come. You just set it rolling and then we will continue it. And your party can come and do kirtan, they said. So, but then they took a long time. They told me that it's going to start at 10 o'clock. I went at 10. Nobody was there in the pandal. They had gone to bring one silver chariot in which they brought the Bhagavatam. So everybody was dressed. Matajis were looking like Yashoda Maya. And all Prabhujis were looking like Nanda Baba. Having turban and very nice, gorgeous clothes. They were all wearing. So I also went with them and came with them. So I thought, and then they kept the Bhagavatam on the top of the stage in the table. I thought, very nice. Respecting Bhagavatam, which is very good. I said, now it's going to get started. He said, no, next is, again we are going back to bring Swamiji also. Another half an hour, 40 minutes, going and putting Swamiji on the chariot and bringing him. Anyway, Swamiji came and sat. After that, they gave me another seat also for me. Then they said, now you can speak, 20 minutes, they said. And I looked at the audience, all Matajis were plenty. They were like 500-600 Matajis on this side. And the Prabhuji side, only 30-40 men were there. And the youngest man was 80 years old. Then I asked, during the procession, so many men came, nicely dressed, where are they? Where are those guys gone? They said, no, wo nahi aayenge. He said, should I wait for them? He said, no, aap wait mat karna. They are all going back to their business. They only came for the first part. That means the ritual part they came. And they didn't hear the Bhagavatam. Correct, no? Niyamagraha. Niyamagraha means what? Accepting rules just for the sake of accepting rules, not for the sake of following, you see. So, similarly, in my travel across the globe, one temple I came, the temple hall lights are all very dim in the morning during Mangalarti time, correct, no? And they have written a small board, Samsara Davanala in small letters, and in front of the altar, they keep it like this board, Samsara prayers. And if you're singing from distance, you can't see clearly what it is. And light also is not falling on that. So one person kept that board and then he took it away and kept it and then put the Narsingh Arati board. So his keeping the board is only a ritual because nobody is seeing it and reciting the songs. But every day he does it. You understand? Now what is it? It's more of a ritual. Similarly, we also have a bad habit. When the Bhagavatam class starts, Jayarada Madhava starts, we go and sit in the class. Some people think that Jayarada Madhava we are not required, they think. No? When Bhagavatam starts, we can come. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is over, prayers are over, verse is over. When the class begins, they think that's a real time class begins. So one time Gurujan Prabhu came to Pune and then he read the shloka and then they said the translation. And then when you began reading the purport, only one line he read in the purport. So then he asked, anybody tell me what was the translation? Nobody was able to say. You know, they were all blinking, everybody was looking at one another. He would like to say, everybody was asking others. And then Prabhuji said, see, I was confident that I am not going to read the purport fully because you all will switch off. Generally people think after the purport is read, then only they pay attention what speaker is going to say. Correct, no? Prabhuji said, therefore I will break the purport one by one. Two times is explained and then involved us. That's how he spoke the class. Because it's again the point of ritual. Ritual bhakti, it's plastic bhakti. Plastic bhakti means, you know, we are not bringing our heart. You want your heart like a plastic or elastic? Yeah. Somebody saying plastic. You want plastic heart? That we should not ask for it, already we have it. We want an elastic one. Elastic. So elastic, it will melt when you are hearing, correct, no? So, first, if somebody is sitting in the class, whether they are sleeping and falling out, that means the first door is closed. Which door? Your door. But somebody is hearing, it has gone inside, up to the heart. But in the heart, he has no respect for the speaker. ठीक है, क्या बोल रहा है, बार बार वही बोलेगा, मुझे मालूम है क्या बोलने वाला है, मालूम, और वही बोलेगा, जपा और अच्छा करो बोलेगा. हाँ, ध्यान से सुनो, क्लास पे टाइम पर आ जाओ बोलेगा, हरि नाम में क्यों नहीं आया पूछेगा. क्या प्रभु जी क्या बोलने वाले, हमको बोलने के पहले हमको मालूम है. That means which door is closed? So ear door, heart door, two doors should be open. Then only the proper hearing takes place. Like Parikshit Maharaj, he put everything aside when he came to hear from Shukadeva Goswami. And what was his attitude? Parikshit Maharaj said, you know, my dear Lord, I am a Kshatriya Bandhu and you are a great Mahabhagavat. You have taken interest in me to come and recite Bhagavatam for me. And Shukadeva Goswami said, you are not a Kshatriya Bandhu, you are a Tvaya Bhagavatottamaha, he says. Sadhu Krishnam Mahabhagatvaya Bhagavatottamaha Yannutanayasi Ishasya Shinman Nutanayasi Ishasya Shinman Apikatam Muhu, he is saying. Sadhu Krishnam Mahabhaga, you are a Mahabhagavat, like that Shukadeva Goswami. Both are glorifying each other as Mahabhagavat, you can see. So, see, seva is not for fanning false ego, but for the pleasure of Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. Then only it will give us detachment and it will destroy material desire. Why am I doing service? Actually, we should not do service just because, you know, we are told to do. We have to bring our heart. One time we were going on a Harinam Sankirtan in Pune. Similar, you know, one youth camp was happening. There were like 200 boys in the Harinam. We went outdoor. So I was singing in the Udila Aruna and all I was singing. And as we were going, dancing in the street, occupying the entire road. So there was one boy in white and white dhoti, because he was telling everybody, Sab haath kada karo, Harinam bolo, Harinam bolo, he was saying. Everybody was raising hand. On the way, he made every new person also raise the hand. I was just watching. I thought he was an enthusiastic preacher, I thought. Then there was one fellow standing there and watching. He was asking. He looked at him directly and said, hey, haath kada karo, he said. was asking. And he went to him and lifted both the hands. I said, "Kada karo, samajha nahi to?" Like that. Later on, I told this fellow, "Hey, see, this is not the way Lord Nityananda preached." What did Nityananda had something in his teeth? What did he carry? He carried straw in the stream. Not only that, he folded his palms and requested them to chant. And he also kneeled down. And also, if somebody wouldn't still chant, what he would do? He would roll on the ground. Dhulate lotai, it is said. I said, see that humility and look at you. Are you whose follower? You are Yamadut follower or Nityananda follower? So, that is why when I said the Harinam will lose its quality if you are going to sing passionately or we are going to aggressively deal with the people. We can request the people to chant, surely. Like Prabhupada, you have seen in the video how Prabhupada is telling everybody dance. He himself is dancing. You saw that? That isn't it? Yeah. So seva is not for promoting self-promotion. So in one temple, there were two pujaris who were very expert dressers of the deity. Whenever the festival day would come, there will be a quarrel. Who will dress? Because festival day, a lot of people come to temple. So the president had fixed, okay, one of you will dress on this festival. Another festival, another will dress. So one of A pujari dressed it. So then all the people are saying, hey, such a beautiful dress. So this B pujari was telling, dress has to be beautiful because it is new dress. ये क्या बड़ी बात है? उसके ड्रेसिंग में क्या फर्क है? ड्रेस एकदम चकाचक दिख रहा है क्योंकि नया ड्रेस है भगवान का. मालूम नहीं आपको फेस्टिवल के दिन? You were saying. And then people are saying, oh, इतना अच्छा मुकुट बनाया. क्या मुकुट में पीकॉक फेदर ऐसा डालकर रखा? ऐसा रखना चाहिए. ऐसा रखना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं रखना चाहिए. पीकॉक फेदर राधा रानी की ओर होना चाहिए ऐसे. राधा रानी से ए साइड में रख दिया उन्होंने. Then he went and inside and he changed it like this. And that fellow said, Prabhu, I talked to Jananiwas Prabhu, it should be like this. And he went and changed it. So later on, that leader was asking, both these people he called and said, are you dressing the deity or dressing your false ego? So that's very important. Why we are doing? Are we fanning our false ego? Actually, we all, whenever we do seva, there are two components. One material component, one spiritual component is, I want to just please Guru and Krishna. I don't want anything for myself. Whether my name comes or not, no problem. I just want to see them happy. That's spiritual component. Material component is, now people will come to know who did this service. लोग पूछेंगे. अगर लोग नहीं पूछेंगे तो हम उनको पूछेंगे. आपको पता है क्या? Like one fellow made gulab jamun. He went and asked everybody, Prabhuji, gulab jamun kaisa laga aapko? Very simple, innocent. एकदम बढ़िया था प्रभु जी. आपने पूछा नहीं किसने बनाया? ठीक है पूछ ही देता हूँ. आपको मालूम क्या किसने बनाया प्रभु जी? हमने बनाया ना. So he went on asking 3-4 devotees. And one devotee was a very strong devotee. Himself is a very big cook. Very famous cook. He went and asked him, प्रभु जी आपको कैसा लगा आज गुलाब जामुन? वो बोले क्या गुलाब जामुन कारक बालता हो? इतना हार्ड था ये, एकदम मुलायम होना चाहिए. Immediately this fellow's face became small. And then the पता नहीं किसने बनाया आज. And immediately he ran away from there. He didn't say I made it. See, when you get pleasure in praise, you will also get pain in criticism. Correct, no? That's the nature of duality. Why dualities are condemned? This is the reason. Because if you are going to derive pleasure in praise, you will also get pain in criticism. And do you think everybody will praise you? There will always be some fellows will be there, especially born to purify you. They will find fault surely, isn't it? So, seva should not be for fanning our false ego. We should do seva in such a way that, we don't have to show to anybody. Krishna is already watching. My spiritual master is very expert in noticing somebody with a service attitude. There was one Mataji, Kulangana Mataji, in London temple. She used to make the round cake, on the top of which she will make a peacock feather design in the cream. Sometimes she will make a flute, like that, flute or peacock feather, something she will put. So, but then when the Rajabhog comes out, sweet comes out, you give it to some devotee's hand, immediately put the sweet inside the mouth. Nobody will look at it, that design. But Maharaj was telling that that design is certainly seen by one person. Who is it? Because she has taken time to do that. Because paying attention to details is a sign of how you are selling. So, Lord will take note even if somebody else doesn't take note. You don't have to worry. If you do like that, say yesterday we discussed Nishkama Karma Yoga. In the night we were discussing about satisfaction, correct? No? Yesterday. And then doing the service with the intention of doing some good work for others without expecting anything in return, correct? No? This is a Nishkama Karma. So I told about that one, then I told about always satisfied in whatever comes of its own accord, without hankering for anything. Hankering causes pollution in the mind. Don't hanker. Whatever Krishna has given, count the blessings, gifts in your life. So that was another thing. Satisfaction, many verses I showed you. And morning also we said 6 principles we said, which in the Bhagavad Gita, why happiness, when you chase after happiness, happiness chases away, correct? No? So we were discussing about these things. The whole idea is what? We have to develop a certain type of mindset and mood, for practicing spiritual life. Anybody who's practicing these principles, he has to be happy in spiritual life. You are always satisfied in any situation. You never complain about anything. You feel that, like Jalabharata, did he ever complain? Never complain. Sudama Brahmana, did he ever complain about his poverty? No complaints. He was satisfied in the situation. He thought that this is what is my fate brings me, and Lord cannot be blamed. I have done some sinful activities in the past due to which I am suffering. And I will not focus attention on suffering. Instead, I will raise my mind to attention on Krishna. Correct now? So, in this way, when we do services, only for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, all your karmic reactions are burnt to ashes. Material desires are destroyed. It offers you higher taste. Otherwise, a show-off thing will not help. This fellow is saying, hey, see me, how many likes I got? He will be frustrated another day. Now he is very happy. I read that?
Association by approaching, asking, learning, willing to accept correction, attentively noting, applying submissively, and consistently practicing teaching.
This is the way we should learn to associate with those from whom we want to draw spiritual energy. If any of you want to get the spiritual vibes into your life, this is the way you have to see. Look at Rupa Goswami associating with Lord Chaitanya in Dashashmedha Ghat, and Sanatana Goswami meeting Lord Chaitanya in a very humble mood. Later on, Mahaprabhu went to Puri and told all Vaishnavas, these 2 brothers are most humble I have ever seen. Then Mahaprabhu glorified them like anything. So, asking questions and learning and implementing in life, associating. So, yeah. What happens if we do properly like this?
Destroys false ego, leads to simplicity, bestows strong sense of belonging to superiors, internal fulfillment and satisfaction.
Actually, these qualities, if they are gradually manifesting in us, then we have to feel happiness in spiritual life. These are all signs of devotional service, you see. So, internal motivation takes the devotee from duty to raga. On the other hand, the external motivated devotee is stuck in all these things. See, externally driven devotee, he has got even material goals even in spiritual field also. He comes to spiritual field, but he still keeps his mind on material goals. You see? And all those mental goals are temporary. So materialistic devotee in Sanskrit is called Prakrita Bhakta. And if somebody is a Prakrita Bhakta, we should not associate also with them much. So they are Kanishta Bhakta, Prakrita Bhakta, which means they are very materialistic devotees. They talk about material goals and material achievements, their material expertise. And due to the material expertise, they think I am more advanced than senior advanced devotees also. They think like that. Huh? Like for example, if one such materialistic devotee can recite shlokas very nicely, he thinks, so, even big Maharajas, they don't know, but I know the shloka, like that he thinks. It's foolishness it is. Huh? He considers material qualification to be a very big qualification. Huh? Prakrita Bhakta. Yeah. So the 5 points I have written below. Please read that very important points. How to go from external drivers to internal drivers. Read the 5 points.
With a little sincere practice, one will be given darshan of one's own anarthas by the Lord.
Yeah, we want darshan of Lord, but we will be given darshan of? Huh? First you have to take darshan of our anarthas. We have to clear them first. Otherwise we cannot see the Lord, because they are the cloud. Anartha cloud. Maya magdasya jivasya jneo anartascha durvidaha hrid daurbalyam cha aparado asatrishna tattva vibramaha. Those are the 4. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in Bhajana Rahasya, these 4 things. I will give you a very classical example for this, by which you can very easily understand this. I spoke in one Japa talk. Very easy, like how many of you have seen trucks going in Lonavala road, I mean that ghats in Pune, you have seen that, like that they will go. Why they go so slowly? The slope is also there, but heavy load also, correct? No? That means if you keep a heavy load on the top of your car, your speed is going to be fast or slow. So that is like the, hrid daurbalyam. That means metal attachments. Our attachments make our heart very heavy like a stone. We cannot progress fast. So in the attachment, desire for fame, envy for other jivas also, and also like Dhritarashtra's attachment to Duryodhana, that kind of attachments, Dhanam, Janam, Sundarim attachments. So that is Hridaurbalyam. Then Asat Trishna means what? Say you are going in your car with heavily loaded, you are going to Bombay, but suddenly you think Lonavala, cold wind is coming. You think, oh, let me take a detour and go there, see the waterfalls, 5-10 minutes, and then I'll come back, then I'll go to Bombay. You have a plan to attend the Bhagavatam class in Bombay. But if you go there, open the car window and lie down and watch the waterfalls, what is likely to happen? You may go to sleep. So that is called Asat Trishna. That means earthly pleasures, heavenly pleasures, pleasures of Siddhi, all these things divert us without going back to Godhead, Asat Trishna. And third one is Tattva Vibrama. Tattva Vibrama means Swatattva Vibrama, Paratattva Vibrama, Sadhana Sadhya Vibrama. Vibrama means what? You don't have clarity of vision about who you are and who God is and what sadhana you should do to attain Him. There is some kind of cloudy understanding. So that is like, you will see that sometimes a fog is covering the glass in the car. So you can't, or due to rains. You have seen that? If rains come in the car, your car goes fast or slow? Slow. Correct? No? So you have to put the, what do you call the wiper? You have to remove that. So you have to clear the confusions in your mind about Swatattva and Paratattva, what sadhana, sadhya, everything. Some people get stuck in Sahajaism. Some go to Mayavad, some go to different babas, correct? No? So they get carried away. So Tattva Vibrama should be cleared. That is like the rain falling on the window shield. And Aparad is like what? Like you are going in your car, somebody else is speeding ahead of you, you become angry. Hey, who is going ahead of me? Go and talk. You hit him. Then the traffic policeman will give a whistle and say, both of you come to the side. And 2 hours will be gone. Correct, no? So that is aparad. You took one devotee, immediately both of you are moved aside. You cannot progress in spiritual life. Immediately spiritual life becomes very dry because of angry with devotee. So these 4 things you'll remember. Hridaurbalyam cha aparado, asat trishna, tattva vibrama. Hridaurbalyam, what example again? heavy load on the top. Asat Trishna, yeah, distraction. Huh? And Aparad, hitting the car. And Asat Trishna, sorry, the Tattva Brahma, right, correct, no? So that's the first point. These anarthas are showing up. We have to clear these anarthas. Okay. Second one.
A devotee who avoids offensive speech only can detect one's own anarthas first.
Actually, many times, if I am offensive towards others, that gives a feeling that I am a great soul and I can criticize anybody I want. Huh? And I don't care about others. In such a situation, a person is unable to see his own anarthas. Like if I have a carbon black on my nose and I'm shouting at everybody, hey, go and wash your face. You know, you properly put tilak. I'm saying, something is approaching you on your nose like a clown, you have a big carbon black. But I will not know it. Who will see it? Others will see it. Unless somebody shows a mirror, I can't see. So when we commit offenses, we can't see our faults. But when we become humble, then our faults show up. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur and all are writing such humble songs. Because the purer you become, Krishna will even show you the smallest of the anarthas. Okay, clear. Next, third one.
The humble devotee will refine all spiritual practices by introspection and improvement.
He will introspect and see how I can improve my japa, my morning program. He's constantly working on improving oneself. Next.
With guidance of Guru and superiors, one can make rapid progress in spiritual life.
Yeah, we need guidance. Huh? With guidance, it becomes faster. Go ahead.
One should be aware of sins and offenses. One should avoid asatsang and associate with advanced devotees faithfully. This will award one highest taste very soon.
Sins are on material platform, offenses are on spiritual platform. They both have to be avoided. And then, like one has to associate with advanced devotees, and then these are ways to bring back our lost taste. Huh? Any questions on this? You all got an idea now. Huh? Yeah. So, how to be? See, I will show you one place where, see, if you put here, you got to go to the playlist. And the playlist you put voice visit lectures. Voice visit lectures. If you put this, you click this. It doesn't come like that. These are voice visit lectures, all of them. It doesn't show the box, full box. Where is it? Only voice visit I should put. Oh, okay. Correct. 210 videos are there. See, 210 videos. If you put the video here, these lectures I am giving only in the voice centers. If you go, there are many important lectures there. Say discipline, responsibility, art of keeping aloof from distraction. These are all spoken for the boys, living in our centers. It's unlisted or open? Most of them are open for everybody. So this is a very good one. Power of good association, choosing friends wisely. See how to be always self-motivated in life. See, this is a very good one. Taking responsibility for one's sadhana. It's a very important thing. So, why am I showing this? Because these are all spoken for the youth staying in voice centers. But we did not prescribe these things in the syllabus because one can, like frivolity, if any of you boys sitting here, you have a tendency to talk prajalpa with others, then you may wonder how to stop that. How to stop that? Then frivolity versus sober behavior. So that is why these are all done. Sometimes we have a difficulty in getting cooperation from devotees. This is unity in diversity. This one, art of giving our heart to Krishna, this is about charity. They were giving charity. Easy membership. If you want to invite some Prerna boys to give easy, you can go through this and speak. Art of giving our heart to Krishna. See how to give up false pride and superiority complex. Authoritism, many things are there in this. See at your leisure, huh? So, in essence, I would like to hear from 10 devotees, one point, what is the vital point you learnt about remaining motivated in spiritual life? Take the mic, give them the mic. Cut, okay, you should say one point. Huh? Many things we discussed today. Yes.
One should feel the great belonging to our acharyas actually.
Feeling a sense of belonging.
Sense of belonging.
Thank you. Very good. And others? Anybody else? Yes.
One should measure success by internal things, right? Like reading, chanting, hearing, taste, for that, not by external things.
Correct. They have to become internally situated. That means conducted by internal potency. Huh? Otherwise, internal taste awakening is difficult without that. Yes. Otherwise, it's external motivators are like, taking a gulab jamun and rubbing it on the kurta without eating. Correct, no? Kurta, rubbing on the kurta is not going to satisfy. But if you eat a gulab jamun, you are nourished, satisfied. So internally awakened is very important. Yes, Prabhu.
We should open our ear as well as our heart.
Correct. In hearing Bhagavatam, okay? Thank you.
Also, like one more point I liked, you told that there are two paths. One is very cloudy, that like Pujala Pratishta, and second one path is of Dasa and Das.
Correct.
That very less people come. So second path we can choose.
Very good. Thank you. There is one hand up behind. Yeah, there are two hands. Give them the mic.
Grateful to what we have received in Krishna consciousness.
Gratitude is a fountainhead of many good qualities. No? Gratitude. Yeah. Thank you.
We should not worry if nobody is seeing our services. We should be very faithful that a single person, Krishna, is always seeing.
Our goal is to be recognized by Krishna, not by anyone else. Thank you. There are two hands up here and then we'll come here. Where's the mic? Yeah.
We should do the seva for the pleasure of Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas, not for our own sense gratification.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. Mike.
Our goal is clear that we should go back Godhead.
Where is it? Where is it? Raise the hand. Tell again, Prabhu.
Our goal is clear that we have only...
Mic has stopped working, I think.
Go to back Godhead.
Our goal should be very clear. Go back, come back to? Then we will not be externally driven, we'll be internally driven. Thank you.
We should not be like just a small cracker, right? It's instantly burst. It should be longer.
Like a 10,000 wala. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Thank you.
Guruji, if we are not grateful, then we are great fools.
Correct. Yes, here? Yeah, yes.
We should do spiritual activities not in a ritualistic way, but we should understand the essence of the spiritual activity.
Exactly. If we do it in a ritualistic way, eventually we will find it very stereotyped and boring. But if we bring our heart, every day will be like a new day. It will be very relishable. When you sing with feeling, practice with devotion, it's going to give a different feeling than... Like today Guru Puja was so powerful, you heard that? The devotee was, it was springing from his heart. Very powerful it is. Thank you. And then? Give the mic chain.
Our goal should be to make Krishna famous, not ourselves.
Correct. We should not try to make ourselves famous, make Krishna famous. If we try to make ourselves famous, somebody will praise us, somebody will criticize us, and we will be tossed by dualities. Therefore, we try to make Krishna famous. Yeah, please.
While doing in seva, we should not do by external force. It should be done by inner connection to as pleasing to Lord.
Our seva should not be done superficially. It should be done with the inner connection and the sense of belonging to Guru. If I do this, my Guru will be pleased, Prabhupada will be pleased, Krishna will be pleased. And for their pleasure I am doing it. Huh? That's a very strong sense of inner belonging. Very vital it is. Yeah?
We should not try to find faults in the other. We should have to be submissive for our qualities.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu, behind. Many hands have come. Very good. Yeah?
Yes, no problem. So what I wanted to say was that ego wants some kind of identification. So we should first connect to our immediate mentor, then to Prabhupada, then to deities, and some kind of flow was there that I very much liked and I want to implement.
What do you say?
Our ego wants some kind of identification.
You can be a little slow.
Yes, sir.
In America, in my travel, everybody said, "Can you speak little slowly and clearly?" They said. Because in Indian accent, they have difficulty understanding. So we sometimes we speak very fast. Speak a little slowly, yeah?
So ego wants some kind of identification. So first we should connect our immediate mentor.
Correct.
Then we should connect with counselor, then Prabhupada, then our deities. That way we can build our...
Very good. This is a sense of belonging to them. You know, if we feel that I am owned by them, I am connected to them, I am existing for the pleasure, they have brought me to Krishna now, I am grateful. So that feeling of sense of connection gives a lot of joy. Security, safety, protection, shelter, joy one can experience. That's an inner connection. Thank you. Just like Prabhupada is able to feel for Prabhupada, correct, no? Yeah, yes?
When we are proud of ourselves, we will not be able to identify our anathas within ourselves. If we become humble, then we will be able to identify
Then only Krishna reveals. Then Krishna reveals, yeah. Thank you.
We should do reading with deep contemplation and reflection and plan of action.
Correct. That's very important. Like Ajamila, you all will see, when he heard from Vishnudutas, Yamadutas, after that he loudly cried, correct, no? He repented. Then he, contemplated on the glories of the holy name. My Lord, holy names are so wonderful. I neglected it for so many years, although born in Brahmin family. And then he reflected his own life flashback, what Yamaduta spoke about. These guys know all details. Everything I did, they are aware of. So he lamented and remorsefully. And third is plan of action. Contemplation, reflection, plan of action. Then he said, this very moment I will leave the home, he said. I'll go to Haridwar, Rishikesh, spend my time in a holy place. I'll go to a Vishnu temple and then dedicate my life. That was his conviction. So in this way, we also can read with contemplation, reflection. For easily doing it, what you can do, what is the meaning of this in a paragraph or something? What's the main thing Prabhupada says here in this para? Any of you saw the lecture on how to make notes from Prabhupada's lectures? You saw that, yeah. I had mentioned that you can give a heading and you can do indexing, correct, no? To immediately catch it from any book. So I used to always give heading when I read. Okay, in this para mainly Prabhupada says about this. Pastimes also, give a heading to that. So, okay, this is what he is saying. Okay, how does it apply to my life? And how I can explain this to other people? Preaching application, correct, no? And then, okay, by applying this, what will I get? And what does it, how does it matter to me? And by not applying, what will I lose? Correct, no? These kind of things one has to ask. Yeah. There was one more hand up. Who was it? Yeah. Give the mic, Chin. Yeah. I am going to give you all a break for 15 minutes. And then when you come back, one short PPT is there. In a half an hour PPT. With that we will conclude. Yeah. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
If you drive the pleasure in praise, then you definitely suffer the criticism also.
If you derive pleasure in? Praise, yeah, correct, yeah. If somebody is praising you, you get pleasure. If somebody criticizes you, you will get pain. Yeah, you are right. That's called duality. Yeah. So, when you do all these things, as I showed here, see at 7th point what I have written, religious fervor coming from family, now more solidified by Shastric backing. That means your bhakti bhava earlier was sentimental, but after reading Prabhupada's books, it can be properly solidified. Correct, no? Yeah. And also when you recognize the glory of Shuddha Bhakti, That is one thing which Prabhupada disciples I saw. They have very strong faith that Bhakti Yoga to Krishna is the ultimate. Correct, no? Yeah. And 9th and 10th points are all very deep points. Feeling attraction for Krishna's sweet nature and dealing intimately with all his devotees. Respecting acharyas. These are all very advanced things. If you have those kind of faith, then motivation is very obvious and natural. Yeah. Srila Prabhupada ki. So now it is close to 7. You can come back at 7:15, you can come? Yeah. Thank you. You can go out, take a fresh puff of air, stretch your hands, legs. If you want to jump a few times, you can jump and come back. 7:15, bye back, okay?